You can write it down. A rational expression just means that you have letters in the denominator. That's all it means. Letters in denominator. That's what a rational expression is. So to simplify them, what we're going to do is factor the top and bottom and see if anything cancels out. You remember when we did this for like domain and range, how we divided? We had to factor and see what cancels out. That's all we're doing here when it says simplify. So like on top, we know we can't factor 5x obviously, but can we factor this trinomial? Using what method? Good. What does it factor into? X plus 1 and x plus, very good, because 3 times 1 equals 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Can we factor x minus 6 on bottom? Okay. Can we factor x squared minus 9? Using what? Alright, what's it factor into? Okay. So we factored everything. That's first step, just factor top and bottom. And what's going to cancel out right here? Very good. And that's it. So now just rewrite it. 5x, x plus 1. Thank you. Over x minus 6, x plus 3. That's it. Oh, sorry. Yes, x minus 3. These cancel out, not these. That's it. Alright, let's do one more together. Any specific one from 2, 3, or 4 you want to do? Alright, I'll just move on to number 2. Is there anything we can factor in the top? Okay, so I'm going to leave it the same. What about the bottom? Yes, I can factor the trinomial into what? Y plus
5. No, it was 1. 2.
And
Y minus 3.
Good. Because negative 3 times 2 would give us that negative 6. When you add them, it'll give us that negative 1. Anything cancel out?
The Y minus 3.
Anything else?
Could you take a Y?
The 4y and the y. Good. What cancels out? The y. Very good. Alright, so tell me what's left on top.
3y.
4 and
Y plus 4.
over.
Y plus 3.
That's it. Very good. Questions? Yes. The 4y and the y. So if I just gave you this fraction, Kaylee, separate than this, could you realize that the y's cancel out? Good. So just make sure you look out front. The y divided by y will just be 1, right? So that's why they cancel out right here. Alright, try number 3 and 4 on your own. Let me know if you need some help. Just factoring and simplifying. And then I'll call in some people to help me out. Everything for the next 2 weeks. I mean, not 2 weeks, but the next month or next month. So we need to go through it. We need to do it in 85 today. And then we did one that workshop on 67. That's all we're doing. Go ahead and compare your work or your answers to people around you. If you need help, let me know. Giovanni, tell me the first thing I can factor in number 3. Good. Tell me what that factors into. Does everybody agree? Alright, Alicia, is there anything we can factor on bottom? No. Okay. Sonny, is there anything that cancels out?
X plus 5 and then X minus 6.
Good. Is everybody good on that one? Okay, so JL, what's on top?
2x, X plus 4.
And RJ, what's on bottom? Very good.
Do you multiply the top out?
You don't have to. You can just leave it like this.
How did you get the,
These two?
never mind.
Okay.
See where you cancel it.
Gotcha. All right. Haley, on number 4, is there anything I can factor? Good. Anything on top we could factor? All right. So I'm going to leave the y plus 7 alone. What is y squared minus 9 factored?
1 minus 3, 1 plus 3.
Very good. Also, anything we can cancel out? All right. So Jace, what's on top?
3y over y squared minus 9.
Yes. You could either leave it as y minus 3, y plus 3, or he said that's the same thing as what? Y squared minus 9. Everybody good with simplifying? Okay, so if you know how to factor, these are pretty much very, very easy. That's why we've been doing them so much in Math Workshop. Multiplying is almost the same thing, except, let me write out one thing, and write this example out too. If I gave you like 2 over 4 times 8 over 2. Remember in, I don't know what grade y'all learned this in, but when you multiply fractions, first of all, do they have to have the same denominator? No. And then we can do what crossways? Yes, cross cancel, remember? Not cross multiply when you multiply fractions. But I could simplify these 2's, because 2 goes into 2 how many times right here? And here? And then here I could simplify what goes into both?
2.
So I would have, and then when I multiply, I just get, yes. Y'all remember that?
I never did that.
Oh, really?
Because I wanted to make sure it was right.
Okay. Well, that's what we're going to do with rational expressions. Miles, tell me how to factor this one up here.
I'm a little slow this morning.
It's okay. So what are factors in negative 16 that add to be negative 6?
2 and 8.
All right, which one's negative? Very good. All right, Sarah, can I factor the bottom of this one?
Yes.
Into what?
X minus 8, X minus 8.
Very good. All right. Sawyer, can I factor the top on this one? Okay, can I factor the bottom? Into what? 6 and 1 would work here, but 6 plus 1 wouldn't give us this. Try again. Negative 2 and negative 3? Remember, that would make negative 5 when we add them together. Just positive 2 and 3? Yes, very good. Alright, so just like we did up here, we are going to cross simplify. Okay, so I'm going to cover these up for a second. What could cancel?
X plus 2.
Good, mark it out. One X minus 8 or both of them? Just one of them. Good. So mark out the top one here, one of these. And now, if I had, let me go back up here. If I had something like 2 over 2 times 1/2, couldn't I simplify this up and down? Okay, so looking up and down here, anything we can cancel?
X
Good. Looking up and down here. Okay, so what's left on top?
That's 1.
Good. On bottom?
That's x plus 3.
Very good. Questions about that? Alright. Next one. Now, ones like these where you can factor, it's easy to like cross simplify. But on ones like this, it's kind of hard because we have to do what with these exponents? Subtract them. So I'll leave it up to you. We are either going to cross simplify or up and down simplify, not both. So do y'all want to simplify up and down or cross?
Up and down.
Good choice. Alright, 3 over 8. Can we cross simplify 3 and 8? Okay, so I'm going to leave them. Like there's nothing that can go into 3 and 8, correct? Alright, the A's. Again, we do what with their exponents?
Subtract them.
Okay, so I'll have
A.
on what?
The bottom.
Bottom. Good. Let's cross those out. Keep up with what we've done. Alright, I have 1B on bottom but none on top. What do I do with that?
Stays on the bottom.
Very good. Alright, the C's
C squared.
on,
The top.
good. Alright, the F's,
On the bottom. Just F.
just F on the bottom, good. Times, now let's simplify this one. What can go into 12 and 18? Good, how many times up top? On bottom? Alright, A, good, cancels. It'd be B to the, on what? Good. C on bottom and F on bottom. Good. Now we can cross simplify if you want to. Okay? Yes, Desmond.
How do you get C squared?
On this one?
Yeah.
This one was C to the third divided by C, so you just subtract their exponent, so it'd be 3 minus 1, which will give us 2 right there.
Okay.
Alright, now let's cross simplify. Anything we can cancel out?
3 and 3 and then 8 and 2.
Just looking this way first. So the 3's for sure, right? What else?
C?
Yes, but both of them?
No, just 1.
There'll be 1 on what?
Top.
On top. Good. So I'm going to cancel out this exponent, cancel out this C. Now this way, what can cancel? The 2 and the 8. So this will become on bottom here. Very good. Now just multiply. So what's on top? 1C or just what?
It's just
Over
4
A B squared F what? Very good. Questions? Alright, try number 7. I'm here if you need help. This one's like number 5 that we did. You factor the top and bottom, then simplify.
Why does your neighbor always play music?
Why do what now?
Like, I always hear music in your classroom.
Yeah, that's the history classroom, that's right.
Sorry. Wait, where did you get X plus 7? On the other side. On the right side. I saw it. Take a look.
Alright, let's start reviewing. Kaylee, how did you factor 8x minus 20?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, because they had what in common?
4.
Alright, and what would I have if I took 4 out of both of these?
2x minus 5.
Good. So even ones that aren't trinomials, guys, if they have something in common, if you can factor it at all, make sure you factor it. So that was 8x minus 20. Alright, Aubrey, what did you factor x squared minus 7x plus 10 into?
X minus 2 and x minus 5.
Very good. Y'all stop me if y'all have a question. I think most of y'all had this one when I walked by. Alright, Jeremy. On bottom for this one, what did you factor x squared plus 2x minus 35 into?
X plus 7 and x minus 5.
Everybody agree? Alright, this one. What do y'all think when you look at this one?
2 minus
Take out 4.
You can take out 4 first.
But then you do differences squared.
Yes, so if I take out a 4 first, I'd have x squared minus what? Good.
4.
And then I can factor this into what?
X plus 2 x minus 5.
Good. If you didn't take out a 4, I'm going to come up here for a second, you would have like 2x minus 4, 2x plus 4, correct? This isn't fully factored because these both have what in common? 2. So it's got to be fully factored, which means you have to take out a 4 first, then do difference of squares. So tell me one thing that's going to cancel. X minus 5, x minus 2, what else?
The 4s.
4s. Anything else? Alright, what's on top? On bottom? Very good. Yes.
So you cancel out the x minus 5.
Yes.
Oh wait, I put plus.
Gotcha.
I did this wrong, but like I didn't get the same half and never finished. But to start with, I just cross canceled. I don't know if I can.
Cross canceled what?
8 and 4.
Because these are attached to this. It could if it was just one term. Any other questions?
Nothing. It was a dumb question.
Alright, we're just going to start one of the division ones. And think about fractions for a second. If I were to ask you to multiply 2 over 3 times 4 over 5. To multiply these fractions, you just multiply what? Straight across. So it'd be 8 over 15. Alright, if I asked you to divide these, what's the difference?
Change, switch.
Very good. You flip this, change this to what? And then you still just multiply straight across, right? Same thing here. Nothing is changing except we're going to flip which one? Our second one. Okay? And then change it to multiplication. But let's factor while we're doing this. For example, this x squared minus 16, I know I can factor into what?
X plus 4 x minus 4.
Okay. And then how can I factor this denominator?
Take out 12.
And what would go in the middle? Very good. This changes to multiplication. So I'm going to factor this one first, my denominator, and I'm going to put it on top. You're just swapping them. So how can I factor this one? -6 and +3. Very good. Alright, done with that one. What are factors of 32 that can add to get -12? Very good. So what cancels?
X plus 3.
X minus 4. What else?
X plus 3.
Anything else? Alright, so what's on top? And X minus 6. And on bottom? Very good. Questions about that? Yes.
Is it like, isn't that called like the big multiply by the reciprocal, but like kind of like not?
Yeah, I can see that. You're multiplying by this reciprocal. Alright, I lied. Last one. Alright, on top right here, I'm just going to leave this the same for now. This one is not factoring, it's just simplifying exponent. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this. And then I'm going to give y'all a choice. Do y'all want to simplify up and down or crossways first? Alright, we did up and down last time, so let's do crossways this time. Alright, so looking across.
You can simplify you can take 3 out of 9.
Yes, and 3 out of 12. So what would be up here? 3 and 4. Alright, still looking crossways. You'd have X what?
X squared.
On bottom. Good.
Nothing on top.
Very good. Alright, what about the Y's?
1 on bottom.
Good.
0 on top.
Very good. Alright, crossways this way. Go ahead. So it'd be what right here?
10 and 1.
Good. Alright, anything else? Alright, so it'd be z squared on what? Bottom. Alright, let's go ahead and multiply the top, multiply straight across, and multiply the bottom. So on top we'd have 30x and z. Very good. On bottom, 4y and z squared. Alright, now let's simplify some more. The 30 and the 4 both have what? So on top, on bottom, what about my x's? X on bottom, y on, and it'd be y to the, and then z on. Very good. Alright, what you're going to do is just work on number 10 while I'm passing your test out. If I check it and it's correct, you can pack up. And I need these tests back. No homework tonight.